Alright guys, so today we're doing another 2v2 here. Turin and I are squaring off against some Beastmen and Wood Elves. I'm going with my vampire counts in this one, and Turin went with some Bretonnians. I'm going with my kind of standard setup here with a strong center line of Graveguard, flanked by some skeleton spearmen, and backed with some crypt horrors. These skeleton spearmen are really going to help me out against some of the monstrous creatures and large creatures that Beastmen innately have. And the Graveguard are really going to eat up a lot of their gores. Definitely want to use these crypt horrors to help me hunt down their beastigores, because their beastigores are anti armor, so that armor piercing is going to chew through my Graveguard pretty well. The Graveguard themselves being anti-infantry is going to help kind of counter that as we eat through the rest of their army. Okay, so I got a weird placement here because of these double dirt tits in the center of the map here, but we'll kind of see how this plays out. Trying to establish a pretty solid line of battle here. Oh yeah, really the bad thing here is they're kind of baiting me and destroying that natural line that I'm building, but the crypt horrors are charging in here as well to get some good tossage. Launch those hooved creatures around. But we also have a flank of my skeleton spearmen who come out here, and unfortunately for me, they don't do as good of a job at engaging. I didn't micromanage them as well as I should have, and they spent a long time on that flank rather than helping me draw a better line of battle. But in the far flank over here, we have some dire wolves and blood knights kind of coming around to hopefully help even the odds and get some some flanking bonuses in there. Good old Lore of Shadows dropping some vortexes here, hurting these small amount of Graveguard. Another thing too is I didn't really do a good job of keeping the Mortis Engine close to my troops to get that benefit. That's definitely going to hinder me in the long run as this match kind of plays on. Because I didn't do a good job of getting the benefit of having that. At that point, I might as well just have more units. Here's another example of poor micromanaging. The skeletons being kind of being out of place. Let's see how things are going over here with the cavalry. Yeah, charged directly into a spear herd, which really neutralized the effectiveness of a cavalry unit, but be that as it may, I learned that pretty quickly and retreated them for a little attack. Things are going pretty well over here on Turin's end. He went with double Pegasus Knights to really kind of try and lock down that air superiority. The opponent only using Starfire Shard Shafts, damn it, which of course do magic damage and are armor piercing, which is going to be really good against the heavier armored cavalry of Bretonnia, but not as great against, you know, foot squires, battle pilgrims, and men-at-arms. So definitely made a good job of doing that, so it's only going to be as effective against the Pegasus Knights, but still even that, it's going to be marginally effective. Majority of this fight, though, for Turin goes very well. He does a pretty good job of keeping that solid line of battle, making sure all of his units are engaged properly at the same time, locking down any kind of immediate threats to himself. Me, on the other hand, I just got these flying cocks coming in here out of nowhere. Everyone's picking on Isabella von Karstein. I got Minotaurs on her. I got Doom Gorbolls. This match really kind of showed me how strong Gorbolls are. I didn't focus them down properly with the spearmen, to be honest, or even the crypt horrors. I should have focused them a little bit better. Isabella was getting picked off a little too hard here for my taste. Also, we got a Chaos Giant just kind of shitting words in the entire army. Definitely should have worked on keeping him engaged by some sort of spearmen or anti-large like my Blood Knights. Look at that gore. It's like in the very beginning of the game when it's like, a dark age has befallen man. When is it not a dark time when it's a fantasy game? You're not going to see a fantasy game start with things were pretty okay, you know, people were kind of happy. Be that as it may. See that Gorbel just, oh, right into that. This is nuts. Turin knew he had to come and save me a little bit, because I was definitely overextended here. My units were suffering pretty hard. Without that Mortis engine, which died right there, and without me using Invocation of the Heck on as a area of effect spell rather than a single target, it definitely hindered the usefulness of playing vampire cards. Half the like the strength is using vampires and Invocation of the Heck to keep your army's strength up the whole entire time. I did not do that because I did not realize that overcasting it by double clicking on it allows that. Things we all learn, but because of that, my army is spread thin. It's about, I don't know, I'd say almost like 30% across every single unit. But then I look over here at Turin's army. He's the Lord of Life, I believe. That's a grubber like. Oh, he's got the Fan Enchantress, which is life. But his army, for the most part, is 80% on almost everything. The battle pilgrims might be at like 50 here and there, but for the most part, his engagements all went very well, and he kept it well sustained. Me, on the other hand, again, poor use of engagement with those Grave Guards should have kept them in the battle. Right around here, Isabella von Karstein really starts to get targeted by those Gorbels. I think my opponent realized, like, hey, I have to kind of even the odds here, and that's going to be me destroying their Lord.
It is done.
Look at that go. Oh, just, that is a dead person you're eating. That giant phallus in between those tit mounds. Just throwing up Febreze everywhere. It's just not fun. Again, those Gorbels still just wreaking havoc on them. Coupled with that giant, not a good combination. But this is when, like I was saying as well, when Karstein really starts to get targeted. Got two Great Eagles, the giant's targeting her. She went from damn near full health. She was like 25%. 2 smacks here pretty soon. And this is when Turin kind of comes to start saving the day and brings the Fan Enchantress in. Look at that Gorbel. All horny, getting ready for it. Ooh. Going right for things.
Swiftly.
Yep, like I said. Gorbel attacking Isabella now. And those things, see, her health goes from like 75% to below 50. I'm just pounding her. It's like cell block C right now. Everyone's taking a turn on Isabella like she's a doorknob. It's just disgusting. Does no one have any manners anymore? Oh, snow! Womp. Yeah. This is when I think it kind of took a turn. The steady hand of Turin comes to save the day! Uh-oh, and... Oh, that was Isabella just got crunched in half. Just a useless French peasant. Pretty much everything, for the most part, with our opponent's army. The Wood Elves has been knocked out, and it's just a matter of taking out what's left of these large Beastmen units, which you can see pose a pretty heavy threat here. God, there's those flying cocklords again, swinging in out of nowhere with their fucking talons. You can't trust birds, you just can't. Fact of life. We got the majority of their army now fully routing. That kind of saves the day for us. That and Turin's added force. Definitely a Pyrrhic victory for me here. Big takeaway for me was learning to keep things engaged properly, so to the units that they're going to get the most benefit from, and also to keep the units outright engaged and not just kind of have them sitting around. But, you know, all learning experience. Thanks for joining us today, guys. Please definitely follow Turin's channel. I'll put a link in the comment section here below. He posts up a lot of multicasts as well. Him and I have just started a series together where we'll be doing live casts of some of our twos games with a little bit more banter and a less actual breakdown of stuff. But I think it'll be great to listen and hear how we kind of play off each other. Have a good night, guys, and thanks for joining us.